theists and non-theists, I am the TheAtheistPaladin. This is a sort of late reply to Jack's ontological argument. Originally, I was not going to reply to it, because I was in a stick-cam chat, and Jack made, when DOS American Atheist asked how his replies are going, he's pretty much offhandedly dismissed them all and pretty much said they all sucked in a roundabout fashion. So I'm making this video. I'm not going to curse at you, Jack, and there is a script, so I fully expect a reply, and I will not take no for an answer. So I'm going to give 3 reasonable reasons why the ontological argument fails. The first one is that because something is conceptually greater does not follow that the said item actually exists. There are things that suck exist, and plenty of things that would be great but still do not exist. It would be a complete non-sequitur for something to exist simply because it would be great for it to exist. That, if anything, would be the textbook definition of non-sequitur. Number 2. The greatest conceivable being is highly subject to personal opinion. For example, I could say, a God that created free will and not have any evil exist ever is greater than a God that uses free will as an excuse for the existence of evil. So, as you can see from my very own conception of the greatest conceivable being, that it's obviously that it does not exist because evil exists. See how that works, Jack? Another excellent argument that sort of parodies the ontological argument is Gasking's proof. Links description in the sidebar if you don't know what that is. So to paraphrase Philhellenes, so all you have to do to disprove the greatest conceivable being is just add 1 free pizza. It's just not possible to have something that is maximally great, because there's always something you can do or add to make it greater, even an infinite being. And number 3, the ultimate reason why the ontological argument fails. It fails because it doesn't give a proper ontology. What other greater reason should the ontological argument fail? For a proper ontology. Okay, let me say this first. With the ontological argument, what God is described is strictly in the conceptual realm. So it is entirely encapsulated with our own minds, with our conceptions. So if we can conceive of that God existing, therefore He exists. Of course, that would be a non-sequitur, as I stated before. So therefore, to give an actual proper ontology is to describe that thing without the use of negative definitions, other words, what it not is, what it is not, and relatively relationary properties. So, you could say, this is bigger than Bob. Well, how big is it? What exactly? What height? It doesn't really describe. It's just a vacuous term. It only gives a vague idea. So all-powerful is an example of that. To fully go in this argument, see Prof. MTH, this video on what is God. Link in the sidebar. So basically, the ontological argument fails to leave the realm of conception, which would put God on par with Darth Vader. So that's my argument. So Jack, please, choose something better than the ontological argument.